Alright, so Apple has now officially released iOS 26, and with this next software update, Apple brings 7 new features and changes to AirPods. In today's video, we're going to take a look at 7 new features and changes that you can now take advantage of after updating to iOS 26 and the latest firmware update for AirPods. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, and this is a very popular question, is how do I update my AirPods to the latest firmware update? Now, unfortunately, at the moment, Apple does not have a manual way to go into settings and, manually update your AirPods. Everything sort of happens in the background. So what you're going to want to do is you want to update your iPhone to iOS 26 first. Once you do that, you want to make sure that you pair your AirPods to your iPhone via Bluetooth and make sure that they're paired. You can see them right here on your list, just like so. And once you do that, all you have to do is let your AirPods sit next to your iPhone for about 20 to 30 minutes untouched, all right? Make sure that they're both also connected to, Wi-Fi on your iPhone and a power source to the iPhone and the AirPods. Just let them sit for about 30 minutes, just like so, and then come back and you should get the new update on your AirPods for iOS 26. Now, if you updated because once you open your AirPods for the first time on your iPhone, you'll see a prompt that looks like this right here. Now, this is 3 of the new features and changes that Apple is sort of telling you about with this prompt here. So what's new on AirPods? But again, as I mentioned, there's 7 new features and changes. We're going to cover everything in today's video. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So number 1, charging reminders. As you can see right here. Now, charging reminders will notify you on the lock screen of your iPhone when the battery on your AirPods is running low. So oftentimes I forget to charge my AirPods, and this has become very convenient. So if your AirPods battery is low, you'll see a notification on the lock screen reminding you to charge your AirPods. You'll also see a notification once the AirPods are fully charged. So yeah, charging reminders, a pretty cool new feature now available within iOS 26 and the latest firmware update for AirPods. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, sleep detection, basically. So we have pause media when you fall asleep. So if you're anything like me and you like to listen to videos, music, or podcasts, and then you tend to fall asleep sometimes, your AirPods will now be able to detect that and pause the media on your iPhone, saving battery life on your device. Again, this works with videos, with music, podcasts. So whatever it is that you're watching on your phone, it'll be able to pause that and detect that you fell asleep. Now, there's also another new feature built into this latest update, which is camera controls. Now, initially, I thought this wouldn't work great, but it actually does. So let me show you how it works. So I'm going to pop one of the AirPods in my ear here. And now with the stem on your AirPods, you can press once here on the stem while they're in your ear, and you can actually capture photos and videos. So let me show you here. So I'm going to press here at a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and it starts a countdown there, 3, 2, 1. And it takes a photo just like so. Now you can use the front and rear cameras, and as I mentioned, you can also do this with video. So I can press, starts capturing, as you can see right there, press on the AirPod that's in my ear again, and it stops the video capture as well. This is great for, family portraits and things like that. I thought it wasn't going to work too good, but it actually works very, very well. So yeah, camera controls for AirPods, also an awesome new capability now built into the latest iOS 26 and the latest firmware update for AirPods. Now we also have 3 under the hood improvements, I guess you can call them that. So number 1 is improved call quality for phone calls, and of course this also works for FaceTime video and audio calls as well. So they now sound a little bit better according to Apple with this latest update. We also have a keep audio on headphones when you go into a car and you're using CarPlay. So your iPhone will no longer automatically connect to the CarPlay system for audio, right? So you have an incoming call. If you have your AirPods in your ear, you'll now be able to pick up the call and talk through your AirPods using the speaker and the microphone on AirPods if you wish to do so. So it doesn't connect automatically to the speakers in the car, and that way you can have a little bit more privacy, right, when you have incoming calls. So yeah, keep audio on headphones is also a new capability here. Now this next one is really cool because you can now capture studio quality recordings on your iPhone using AirPods, and this will be compatible with AirPods 4, AirPods Pro 2, and AirPods Pro 3. So yeah, whether you're a content creator or have a podcast, you can now capture that studio quality recording directly on your iPhone, which is pretty handy, pretty neat. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about live translation. This is a new feature that Apple showed off at their AirPods Pro 3rd generation announcement, but this feature is not only exclusive to AirPods Pro 3. However, this feature is available available on AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation, AirPods Pro 2, and AirPods Pro 3rd generation, of course. So yeah, these are going to be 7 new features and changes available within AirPods for iOS 26 and the latest AirPods firmware update. There you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found this information helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.